This summer, Saudi Arabia hosted a big esports festival, Gamers 8, which distributed a total prize pool of $45 million across 15 disciplines. Riyadh Masters for Dota 2, which concluded in late July, had a record-breaking prize pool of $15 million. Saudi analog of TI. Currently, there's a CSGO tournament ongoing with a prize pool of $1 million, similar to a CSGO major tournament. But what is the purpose behind these endeavors for Saudi Arabia? And what does football have to do with it? Don't switch or turn off. Let's find out. In 2017, the Saudi government approved the Vision 2030 program. Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman is overseeing this initiative. The program's primary goal is to elevate Saudi Arabia's economy, global standing, and reduce the country's reliance on oil revenue. Funding for various improvements comes from the Saudi Arabian Public Investment Fund. The program's manifesto is quite extensive, but let's focus on the main points. 1. Dynamic society. Islam and its principles remain integral to life in the country, including the legal system. However, the government is assuming more control over religious matters, including curbing the activities of the morality police. The program aims to facilitate pilgrimage to Mecca and double the number of UNESCO-designated cultural heritage sites. Urban development focuses on creating new infrastructure in cities and implementing ecological initiatives. A healthier lifestyle is on the agenda, aiming to increase the average life expectancy by 6 years, from 74 to 80. 2. Diversified economy. The state plans to transition away from oil dependency and create an economy less reliant on natural resources. This involves substantial investments in education, job creation, and private sector development. The goal is to increase women's employment from 22 to 30%. 3. Ambitious nation. The program aims to expand human rights, optimize governmental mechanisms, reduce bureaucracy, and improve societal well-being. These points highlight Saudi Arabia's ambitious plan to modernize and diversify its economy, all while considering the coexistence of evolving human rights and traditional customs. Saudi Arabia has made a significant entrance into the world of esports. In January of 2022, the Saudis invested $1.5 billion into ESL and Face It. Additionally, they have plans to construct a $500 million esports city. It is expected that this esports complex will attract the best teams from around the globe and serve as a platform for nurturing local talents. The arena's construction is projected to be completed by 2024. The losses incurred by tournament operators, amounting to tens of millions, do not concern the PIF, as the fund envisions a sort of esports Olympics. Something akin to this was done by the Saudis with Gamer 8 Festival, featuring a $45 million prize pool. Here's how the prizes were distributed across the most popular disciplines. Dota 2, $15 million, PUBG, $3 million, Rocket League, $2 million, FIFA, $1 million, and CSGO, $1 million. At Gamers 8, there are also additional payments earmarked for players and organizations. For instance, for the tournament MVP or the organization of the year, 8 clubs whose players excel in esports festivals tournaments will share a $5 million prize pool. The first place will even receive a whopping $1.5 million. The participants were also provided with excellent amenities in the forms of gifts like Ray-Ban eyewear and new devices. Gamers 8 takes place at Boulevard Riyadh City, an enormous complex spanning nearly 1 kilometer. Alongside esports, the venue offers a multitude of entertainment options for children. Everything is designed to ensure that parents come to Gamers 8 and aren't distracted from watching the matches. It's a great opportunity for both adults and kids to have a good time. The organizers have announced that Gamers 8 will feature concerts by numerous well-known musical artists, including Imagine Dragons, sound producer Metro Boomin, Stay Tuned, Wegs, and Shark Music. Furthermore, Saudis actively integrate their esports endeavors with sports, as seen with Gamers 8's promotion featuring one of the greatest footballers of the 21st century, Cristiano Ronaldo. Football fans got wind of Saudi Arabia's state investment fund a bit ahead of the curve. In October 2021, the PIF purchased the football club Newcastle. Their plans include acquiring several more clubs to catch up to and surpass the UAE and Qatar, which own Manchester City and PSG respectively. Presently, the Saudis are executing their Super League, inviting their strongest clubs along with stars like Ronaldo, Benzema, Kanté, Pogba, Koulibaly, and others. This way, Saudi Arabia is attempting to draw attention to their country and local football. Beyond reputational benefits, the Saudis have reaped financial rewards. Following Ronaldo's arrival, 125 countries acquired broadcasting rights for the local Premier League matches. Such moves by the Saudis are designed to whitewash their reputation and enhance the country's image. This phenomenon even has a name: sportswashing. To achieve this, significant sporting events like the World Cup or the Olympics are hosted, or well-known sports teams are bought or sponsored. Consequently, their country starts making more headlines in the media, generating positive publicity. And before we continue, we'd like to remind you that you can support our channel financially. You can do this via Patreon or PayPal. All the details can be found in the description below this video. But let's get back to esports. After the Riyadh Masters 2023, the winners were personally congratulated by Prince Faisal bin Bandar bin Sultan Al Saud, the president of the local esports federation. Recently, he also assumed a significant position in the IESF, the International Esports Federation. Although it might seem that various esports federations don't have a significant impact on the global esports scene, since intellectual property rights to games belong to publishers who control esports disciplines, it's not that straightforward. Federations have established connections with governments, promote esports as a sport, hold authority among amateurs, and possess a deep understanding of the nuances of esports within the regions. They stand to gain substantial developmental prospects when esports becomes part of the Olympic family. In Dota 2, there is yet another devoted fan, a member of the Saudi Arabian royal family, Abdullah bin Salman Abdul Aziz Al Saud. He's a big Dota 2 enthusiast. In 2022, he purchased 100,000 levels of the Battle Pass. Additionally, the prince claimed to have financed a Dota 2 anime called Dragon's Blood and expressed his desire to buy Valve. Therefore, it is no surprise that Dota 2 reigns supreme at the Saudi festival. They have a highly influential and affluent patron. So, why do sheiks, particularly Saudis, delve into esports? The surface reason is a shift away from commodity-based economies. While the global economy was hit hard by the pandemic, the PIF was amassing assets. The Saudis acquired stakes in Uber, Boeing, Disney, Bank of America, Twitter, British Petroleum, and cleverly bundled those with a portfolio of gaming companies: Capcom, Electronic Arts, Take-Two Interactive, Activision Blizzard, and Nintendo. Shares of at least two companies, Activision Blizzard and Nintendo, grew over 3 years, indicating the successful diversification of income. For deeper reasons, this is a form of reputation laundering for the country, a form of esports washing. Let's remember that Saudi Arabia operates under Wahhabi laws, an ideology based on strict adherence to Islamic doctrines. Their practices are quite foreign to us. Women have limited rights, including voting and pursuing education at the same level as men. Theft can result in a death penalty by beheading. The country is changing very slowly. For instance, women were only granted the right to drive in 2018. The doors for non-religious tourism were opened in 2019. In parallel, Saudi Arabia faces accusations of constant human rights violations and the killing of journalists. In the long term, the Saudi approach seems intriguing. They're adopting strategies that worked for other oil-rich Arab nations and are entering less competitive industries. Their latest focus is on gaming, a sector that captures the interest of nearly half the world's population. That's it for today. Do you appreciate Saudi Arabia's expansion into esports? Can they save Dota? Write your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Good game.